For me, the places I find bass living in the fall have two things in common: bait fish and cover. The type of bait fish really depends on the part of the country you're in. Up north, a lot of those lakes, they've got a big presence of perch in them. You know, in the middle part of the country, maybe there's a lot of herring or shad, threadfin, gizzard shad, both. You get down further south into Florida, still got a lot of shad, but also have a lot of golden shiners. So it's all about figuring out the type of bait fish that are most predominant in the area you're fishing, and then finding out exactly where those bait fish are, because that's where the bass are going to be set up. This is the time of year those bass are really, targeting those bait fish, and anywhere the bait goes, the bass are going to follow them. For me, I like to spend my time in shallow water, if at all possible, where those bass have got the bait fish ambushed and pushed up onto those places. And a little bit of cover is good, but I've caught fish in the fall that are around almost nothing. Slick mud banks are more productive in the fall than they are throughout any of the rest of the time of year. I think that's got to do with some of the algae and stuff that actually grows on some of those mud banks and places that have just a little bit of rock or gravel, and that's where that bait fish moves to. You've also got the weather cooling down, and it seems like that mud, we all want to think of rock or concrete holding heat, but there's something that mud does that really attracts the bait fish to them in the fall. I've caught so many bass, literally dirt shallow, in the fall on those mud banks that it would make your mind blow. So never think you're fishing too shallow in the fall unless you're fishing on dry land. That's my biggest tip for you.